Hello there and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video I want to continue talking about Dr. Ellie's mouth care system and specifically I want to talk about Closys because it turns out that Closys is actually a bit controversial. So let's have a look at Closys. Let's take a look at what Reddit is saying. So Closys mouthwash. I recently added Closys mouthwash and it has left an aftertaste in my mouth and throat. Everything now tastes so different. I haven't seen anyone mention this. The next one on Reddit. I just tried this today too and I had a horrible aftertaste, especially to any food or water I drank after hours later. Wonder if there's a fix or if it goes away. So the list goes on and on and on, and many people just say they stopped using it altogether because of the aftertaste. And now let's talk about it from my perspective. As you know, I started the mouth care system about 4 months ago now. I am very happy with my results. But I have to tell you that I had the exact same problems in the very beginning. So to be precise, I didn't start the mouth care system the way that Dr. Ellie recommends it because I didn't have Closys at that time. So when I started with brushing my teeth first because that's what that was the toothpaste was the fastest thing that I could get on Amazon. So that's the one that I got. I brushed my teeth with a regular medium toothbrush, not a very soft one, not a hard one, but also not the one that Dr. Ellie recommends. So this was the very beginning. I used the toothpaste, and after the toothpaste, I used Act. You can see it's all empty now. I tried Listerine. Listerine was the easiest one to get, but Listerine was so horrible for the very first beginning for me that I tried it for 2 seconds. It started burning all over in my mouth and I just spit it out. You know, I was like, oh no, I'm not made for this. So I skipped this step 2. So as you can see, the way I started was I used only the toothpaste and then Act. And of course, xylitol mints. I'm not a fan of gum, so I used the mints. Then about 2 weeks later, 2 weeks in, I got this in my mail and I was so happy. I was like, oh yeah, now I can start doing it the right way, you know? And of course I took off the cap and I measured the right, so you can see a line inside of how much you should put in there, and that's exactly what I did. And I was so happy that I can do it now exactly how Dr. Ellie recommends it, right? So I did it. And so this was the first step now. This was the second step, and this was the last step. The next morning when I woke up, I had a very weird taste in my mouth. And that's exactly what people on Reddit are talking about. And I thought, this can't be, that's so weird. And then I went down the stairs and I drank some water. I'm like, this water doesn't taste like water. It tastes weird. And then I did my yoga and stuff, and then I started eating. Nothing tasted like food. It was as if I was eating paper or something. It was really weird. I didn't like it at all, you know? And actually then came lunch and then dinner, and I'm like, this is terrible. I'm not feeling, and I also, I didn't smell very good. So I mean, with my nose, I couldn't smell the food either. So not only did I not taste my food, I couldn't smell it. And this was so depressing. And this was going on for 2 days. because I was using Closys for 2 days. And after that, I said, no, I am not taking away such a big, wonderful part of my life that is eating, you know? I mean, I eat very healthy food and I want to taste my food. I don't want to think that I'm eating paper. You know, it was it was so frustrating because on the one hand I wanted to do it exactly like Dr. Ellie recommends it, but on the other hand I thought, no, I guess I just wasted 35 euros because Closys costs about 31 euros or 32 on Amazon plus shipping. So I thought, okay, I guess I just threw my money away because I'm not going to use it. There's no way I'm taking away the taste from my food. And then, of course, I surfed on the internet and I was like, maybe there are other people who experience the same thing, you know? And then I found the Reddit posts and it all came into one piece, and I thought like, yeah, I'm just not made for Closys, and I'm not going to do Closys. So I stopped doing the Closys, and after about 3 days, 2 to 3 days, my taste came back, the smell came back, so it was like normal before. And so it was great. Then I thought after about 1 month, okay, I have to start getting the Listerine in, you know, let's just try. So since I'm not doing the Closys, at least I should try the Listerine, because if you watch Dr. Ellie's channel, you will see that she really tries to convince you to at least try for a second with Listerine. So I thought, okay, so I had it on my shelf and I'm like, yeah, I'll take just a little sip. So what I did, which was quite a coincidence, because I went to a different town and I had to stay there for 2 nights. So I put my Listerine and the Act into little bottles, you know. And in this little bottle, I didn't have this huge cap that you have on Act and on Listerine and on Closys, where the cap is really huge, you know, compared to this. So I tried it again with Listerine in that, you know, on when I was traveling, and I could swish it around for about 10 minutes. 10 minutes, no, never, 10 seconds. And I was happy with that. So today I am fine with Listerine. I go between 15 and 25 seconds. And that's about the moment when my tongue, I'm sorry that I have to look over there, but we have a garden and there's a cat just walking around. So he or she is grabbing my attention, but nevertheless, okay. So I guess that this was a fantastic coincidence, you know, the little bottles with the little cap, because the less Listerine I took, the easier it was for me, because it didn't burn like heck, you know, it was okay, it was fine. And I was pretty happy with the way things were going, with my gums, with my teeth. I started feeling that they are getting less and less sensitive. So, okay, now the cat is climbing on the wall. Interesting. Okay. And so it was really a fantastic experience. About 1 month in, I was so happy because things were starting to go really well. And I'm saying this because many of you, and I see this in the comments in one of the videos, and also in comments like on Reddit or on Dr. Ellie's channel, there are people that say, yeah, I tried it. I had burning and it didn't work, so I'm back to my normal brushing. So I'm thinking, maybe you can make it work, you know? That was my approach. That was what I was doing. So after about 2 months, I thought, okay, if Listerine worked with the tiny cap, how about if I try to reintroduce Closys in microdoses, not in this huge cap, but in a microdose before brushing my teeth. And that's exactly what I did. And also, I didn't swish it around for 1 minute, only for 15 seconds. And then I started brushing my teeth. So you won't believe it, but the next day I had no problems. No problems with the Closys. I had no smell. I had a normal smell, like always, like usually. I had a normal taste. I could eat. So no problems, no problems that you can read on Reddit, like, yeah, I can't taste anything. It's terrible. It's horrible. It's whatever. No, just a nice, clean feeling in my mouth. And this is what I would recommend you do, because the moment I started doing microdoses with shorter periods of time, like 15 seconds, 20 seconds, it turns out that all is fine, So don't give up on the system just because in the first 3 or 4 days you can't smell, you can't taste your food. Probably your entire system, your mouth, isn't used to such treatments. And especially if you're sensitive like I am, because I talk about this on my channel, right? That I'm an empath. But this also translates into sensitivity of my body, So I'm highly sensitive. My teeth were super sensitive before I started the mouth care system. And now, after 4 months, I can really say it's a difference like night and day. So, again, Closys is your best friend, but give Closys some time, give Closys lower dosage and shorter swishing. Guys, thanks for watching. Please leave me a comment, let me know what you think about this, how you're doing. I hope you haven't given up yet. I hope you're doing the mouth care system. I can wholeheartedly recommend you do it. Thanks for watching. I see you in the next. Bye bye.